All right. Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this Devil platform this evening with another message. And I'm going to title this message, The Spirit of Yah. Yah, the Spirit. The Spirit of Yah. Yah, the Spirit. What I'm coming to understand in the year 2024 already is there's a many things that has not been revealed, but it is the will of he that is spirit, and he is truth. Just as he said unto Peter regarding the betrayer, it would have been better had not Judith had even been born, the betrayer. Why? Because once you're born, the mission and the will rest therein. Let me see if I can pull that verse up. Because what I realize is a lot of people are missing the key. And the key that rests in the kingdom deals with the spirit. It's enough already. I'm in full understanding they don't have the word. I am in full understanding they don't have the power. But I have also embraced the fact that they didn't have the spirit. So these things one is missing, and this is the reason why it was given to those who carry the light, a token to understand they're not going to find it. What is it that they can't find? Why is it that the gate is narrow and very few shall find? Why is it saying that? Only one can give you the key to that is that Holy Spirit, the Ruach of the Creator. And this is what people are missing. That's why they can't understand spirit and truth. They try to stay away from anything that might interfere with their flesh. I noticed that. People they stay a distance from anything that might cause them to question their flesh. And they're content. They love living in that where their flesh can't be questioned. It can't be revealed that it's wrong, that it's wicked, that it's lost with the cause and without. So it's best that they not take on messages that bring light in the midst of darkness. Mm-hmm. So let me see here. Let me see if I can pull this up. In the Bible, it would have been better had not Judith been born. I want to take you Matthew's chapter 26 and 24. Let's go there. And this is a blessing. Matthew's chapter 24, 26. Matthew's 26 and verse 24. When I get to Matthew's chapter 26 and verse 24, I'm going to go up a verse and I'm going to come down a verse. And I want you to see what my book is saying. Can you see? Let me see if I can show it to you. Right here, do you see this? This is not my doing. This is a star. This is how the Spirit warns you. See this here? That's on verse. That's. Let me see what verse. What verse did I say? 26. That's right there at Matthew's 26. Wait a minute. No. Let me get that right. But when you see the stars, it's Matthew's 26 and verse 24. When you see the stars, and here it is. Here it is again. Matthew's 26 and verse 24. There it is again. When these stars are placed in this book, this is what you call spirit. This is the spirit. It's giving you some tokens, some hints. Most people wouldn't understand what would that star be there. And you see some stars, just like a picture of a star, then you see the dark stars. The Father is sending a message to those that walk in spirit and truth to really put some emphasis on what is being said here. See it in the spirit realm. It's really what he's saying. So I say unto you, I'm going to cover the spirit of Yah, the spirit. Okay. But here in Matthew 26 and verse, we're going to start with 23. In Matthew 26 and verse 23, it reads, and he answered and said, he that dipped his hand with me in the dish, the same shall betray me. And I say unto you, a lot of you all are living with individuals. You go on your workplace, and just because someone is sitting with you, eating lunch with you, or in your house, a lot of you all don't really understand the spiritual order. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any. It ain't saying because I got 6 children and I'm a prophetess in the wilderness. That's all of my 6 children are the seed of the spirit. See, the spirit of Yah teaches you spirit and truth in a form of what is righteous from his bosom, not from yours, not from the loudmouth mouth of men. It's not what they say that makes it righteous. Righteous don't need them to say righteous or to teach righteous or to show you righteous. Righteous stands alone. It don't need nobody on its left. It don't need nobody on its right. So in here in Matthew 26 and verse 23, and he answered and said, he that dipped his hand with me in the dish, the same shall betray me. That's deep. Because for him to dip into the dish, he had to have been very close, seated to Yeshua. Okay? Now watch this here. Now this is the verse we're looking into. Matthew 26 and verse 24. The Son of Man goeth as it is written of him. But woe unto that man by whom the Son of Man is betrayed. It had been good for that man if he had not been born. What is that saying? If he had not been born, it would have been good had he not. You see, versus being born to betray me. That was his overall mission from the heaven. So even if you listen to the message earlier today, that's going back into the spirit realm. And Yeshua is telling them, this one that dipped into the same dish with me as if we ace, as if we best friends, or if we are close, that same one shall betray me. I say unto you all out there, just because your daughter is on one side, your mother's on another side, or your son is on one side and the father is on another side, just because a mother is one side and her children are already present with her, does not mean that they are all the seed of the Father, which is spiritual. That's where the sword comes into the family, to let you all know, to give you the head up. But the only way you're going to understand it is through what? Spirit and truth. You still got to get it from the spiritual realm of understanding. You cannot just read it and get it, you guys. The Ruach of the Creator has to come and teach you the whole matter of what you read it. Okay? So here he's telling, he's saying, the Son of Man, in verse 24, the Son of Man cometh, no, the Son of Man goeth as it is written of him. Okay, there you go again. There you go again. There you go again. It is written of the Son of Man. Now look at the Son of Man telling you, heaven's already got me wrote in and wrote out. Watch this here. Verse 24, Matthew 26 and verse 24. The Son of Man goeth as it is written of him. See, y'all got this already written, you guys. You coming down here clowning don't justify, clarify, and identify what is written in the kingdom. Those that are the servants knows because they've been taught that something took place before the foundation of the world. And what was that? The work was finished. Everything is written. So again, coming down here to clown and follow the traditions of man, follow this book order in a way that makes you think that you in there with the Creator, leads you to see, or even if you don't see, it doesn't matter if you see which seed you are, from Genesis 3 and 15. When one don't understand the spiritual, Yah, nor the Yah, the spirit, then you are of the seed of the serpent 100 times 100. And he's telling them that the Son of Man goeth as it is written, so they can understand. This betrayer is following the written order in the heaven. What part of that you don't get? You see, this is where people don't understand when the servants of Yah speak in spirit and truth. This is spirit and truth. It's taking you out of the order of flesh and parking every part of that into the spiritual realm where it is written. Let's go over it again. Matthew 26 and verse 24. The Son of Man goeth as it is written of him. But woe unto that man by whom the Son of Man is betrayed. So the betrayer was already written in the kingdom of the Creator to come down as the serpent seed, Genesis 3 and 15, to what? Betray the Son of Man. He was written. The betrayer was already written. Here go Yeshua telling y'all. Same thing Sister Deborah tried to get y'all to see. And it's not like I'm working hard to get you to see anything. Oh, it's over, baby. What you don't see, it ain't meant for you to see. You only see with your naked eyes, which is your flesh, allow you to see. And that's where y'all going to continue, allowing you to see with your own natural eyes, the things that's in the door. Okay? So, right here, Yeshua is identifying the fact that the kingdom had already had this written in. Yes, he's going to betray me. Yes, he right here on my side. Yes, he's dipping into the same dish that I'm in. Yes, he wanted the 12. But yes, my Father wrote him in to follow the serpent seed and betray me. For it is written. That's when you walk into the spirit realm. See, you have to be able to hear what's being said. And when he said it is written, what is that saying? Okay, he's taking you into the spirit realm. Because he's taking you out of his realm and out of your realm and what is actually taking place right then and there. And then he tells you, the Son of Man goeth as it is written. Where? In the spiritual realm. They'll never preach that nor teach that. Because you are born of the flesh. You wouldn't get it. Because they want you to only understand what they are able to break down in the flesh out of this book. They have no spirit and truth resting there in them. And this topic is about the spirit of Yah, Yah the spirit. Now, another thing that's in here, it says, it had been good for that man if he had not been born. What is it Yeshua said? Had not that individual that was a spirit, an angel, had not he been born, it would have been better for him. But because he was born, predestined, ordained to be the betrayer against the Messiah. So he came down on the earth, Genesis chapter 3, verse 15, as the serpent seed. See, 99 billion don't know nothing about Genesis chapter 3 and 15. They don't know that everything had already been divided into twos. So that's why I say to you all this clowning down here, all this stuff you seeing on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, Patriot, all Twitter, all these things you see and people doing, this is not a shock to the one that had already written things already up and things already down. This is not a shock to him. Because those things that is being revealed are all the darkness and evil and wicked that you all have supported since the beginning of time. This wicked that's on our earth today, it would blow your mind if the Father will allow you to see. You've been supporting that mess all the time. All the time. So what? You didn't go to it. So what? You didn't. He still know that you've been supporting it. That's why it's now being revealed in a way that is all flamboyant and ain't nobody still saying nothing about it. See, you all thinking because you see all this stuff going on with all these people in the media, what they doing and all this abomination. Sister Deborah done told y'all, it's been years I've been knowing it. But you think I'm going to use this devil platform to continue to do what the devil want me to do? I'm not going to be on here giving you all the word and the spirit realm of the whole matter regarding all these people. My Father set this stuff up in a will. It has its day with Satan to bring that darkness all the way up to the surface so everyone can see it the way they supported it. Everyone can see it the way they supported it. Okay? Now, another thing he was saying, Yeshua was telling him it would have been good that he wouldn't even been born. Then for him to be born, meaning he was predestined as the serpent seed to betray the Messiah. That's his purpose. That's what he was born for. I tried to explain to you all, when you understand the spirit realm, you understand the spirit realm, no matter what denomination, what belief, what understanding you have, what knowledge you have, what interpretation you have, what wisdom you have, it's nothing but the rats behind. It don't mean nothing until you pull up in spirit and truth with the light in your right hand. Outside of that, you just lost with the cause and without, singing the same old songs to the same old people. And guess what? It's all going to fall out, just like you see everybody's darkness coming out. That's how your darkness is going to come out, because of the DAY we're in. Okay? So I'm going to stay firm on the topic, the spirit of Yah and Yah spirit. And I want to start by the Gospel of John. And I'm not going to be with you long. In the Gospel of John, chapter 14, verse 16 through 17. In the Gospel of John, chapter 14, verse 16 and 17. In the Gospel of John, chapter 14, verse 16 and 17. And it reads, the Gospel of John, chapter 14, and we're starting with verse 16, okay? And it reads, And I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another. Right then, there go another spirit, y'all. It's a sad day today. Woo, Father. Okay. The Gospel of John, chapter 14, verse 16. And I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter, that he may abide with you forever. See, right then, Yeshua is coming out of, he's coming out telling you, I'm the Son of Man, but I'm going to pray to the spirit realm. And he called him the Father. That's the spirit realm. Wait a minute. Yeshua, wait a minute. But I thought everything was in you. I thought you were the Father, as they say. I thought you were Yah. I thought, you see, Yeshua is saying in the Gospel of John, chapter 14, I will pray the Father. See, he's taking the prayer to the higher power, to the highest power, to the higher power. This is why he ain't listening to your prayers, because you don't know Yah's spirit. And Yah's spirit don't know you. So when you hear this prophetess come trying to teach messages that deal with spirit and truth and trying to get you to see the creator in the spiritual realm and not like a flesh of a man, if you can't grip it, then you need to slither like the serpent up out of here. Because what I'm teaching today is spirit and truth. I'm giving the glory back to where the glory has always been. It ain't nothing you can do that can take it away. It belongs where it's at, and it's at where it belongs. How you like him now. Now, in the Gospel of John, chapter 14 and verse 16, I will pray the Father. Now, there go the Son on the earth, explaining to you how he's going to send up a message to the Father. What, wait a minute, hold up, Yeshua. What you mean you're going to pray? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. They think you all that answer. What are you doing? Because Yeshua knew already what Sister Deborah know. That the Father is a spirit, a power that's beyond your flesh understanding. And he's saying to the Father, he's saying that he's gonna pray to the Father, and he shall give you another comforter. Yeshua ain't telling you, wait a minute, Yeshua, but you told him you was coming for the lost. Yeshua would tell you not the loss of what I lost, but what the Father lost. See, y'all thinking when he said he coming for the lost, that means the Israel, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. No. Because the grafted one, they too are lost. Why? Because their destiny was assigned from the heaven, not from the earth. That's why it can't be about flesh bloodline. It can't be about religion. It can't be about denomination. It can't be about Hebrew or Greek. It can't be about black nor white. It can't be about a male nor female. It can't be about Greek nor Hebrew. It cannot be about what is on the earth that we see out of our flesh and created as if it comes from the spirit. No, you can't take everything and make it spiritual when it come down to represent your flesh. You got to leave it there. Okay, so what Yeshua is saying, and when I pray to the Father, he shall give you another comforter. Well, what about you? I thought you was, no, Deborah. I'm the Son of Man. They still don't get it. I sit on the right hand side of the throne, of the right hand of the Father, which is a throne. I got my glory there. That's who I am. But I'm going to pray that the Father, or to the Father, or that the Father, that he will give another comforter and that he will abide with you forever. Where in the rats behind are y'all getting this trash out teaching and preaching? If that statement is not showing you spirit, I don't know what is. Now he's sitting here telling you, not only am I'm going to pray to the spirit of and the power of who's in the heavens, my Father, he going to give you another comforter. And what? Oh, he's coming to give you another flesh? No, 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 no. Listen to this. That he may abide with you forever. So we know that this comforter that Yeshua is saying is coming is not something on the flesh of a man. It's something that's going to reside in us forever. You cannot teach this book in the flesh. You cannot shape, mold, orchestrate it, demonstrate it, justify it, clarify, and identify it to be what you want it to be in the flesh. You need the Spirit to teach you this. Because everything in here is not representing the Spirit. So it takes the Spirit to abide in you, to teach you spirit and truth of the whole matter. Yeshua in the Gospel of John, chapter 14, verse 16 and 17, look how he broke that thing down. Beautiful, beautiful, perfect. He sits and lets you know, look, I'm the Son of Man. I'm born of a woman. I'm in the flesh, but I'm going to pray in the flesh to the Father who is the spiritual one above. And he's going to give you another comforter. What is this comforter like? Do you really think he's your bishop? He's your priest. He's your apostle. He's your pastor. He's your teacher. He's your prophet. He's your prophetess. He's your Maureen. He's your watchman. He's your seer. Y'all lost. Because this thing ain't never wrapped in flesh. It's about spirit. This is why I say unto you, this book is being smeared to the point where it only supports the flesh. The part that supports the spirit, it knows how to come into he that is of the Spirit to give them that which is of the Spirit of the Most High Yah. You can't get it. And honestly, that's a part of the keys. That's why none of y'all can't open up the door. Y'all open your mouths, but you can't open the door. You open your mouth, you open your eyes, you open your ears and your flesh, but you can't open no door. You open your lessons, you open your videos, you talk about the world and you cover everything, but you don't have no keys to open up that which is spirit. See, a lot of people don't want to hear it because they realize they didn't have the spirit as they claim they have. And they can't open up the doors with the spirit that abide therein. This is what Yeshua was saying. That the comfort that he's going to pray that the Father send and give us. He didn't say that the comfort will come to those that he loved. The comfort loved you and he's going to come to those that he loved. No, it's that word give. That's the power rest there in the Father. That's the closest thing you won't get to the Father's spiritual love. It's to give you his breath. It's to give you his image. Come on now, somebody talk to me. It's about what he gave you. So then he says, not only this comforter that he's going to shall the Father give you, but that it would abide with you forever. Wait a minute, hold up. Yeshua, hold up. You mean to tell me right there is spirit? That comforter that's going to come and abide with us forever, that's spirit, you guys. That's the Lamb Book of Life, y'all. That's eternal heaven. Come on now. That's the eternal kingdom. Here go Yeshua explaining to you all only in the spirit realm. If you thinking he's coming to give you something on the earth so you can be what you are, you's a lie from the pit of hell. You think he coming to give you a comforter for your flesh? You's a lie. He's giving you a comforter for your spirit, because Yah is not about your flesh. He never was, nor will he or shall he. He's about the spiritual man. That's why I sit and I think how a lot of our men debate about polygamy, and they always using Jacob. Yah was not in all that confusion. Yah was not in that battle between those sisters trying to win over Jacob by laying up, having children. When Yah caught up in the flesh? Come on now, somebody talk to me. When is Yah caught up in the flesh? And then it tried to let you think that, okay, Yah opened up Rebecca, I think that's her name. Is it Rebecca? Jacob's other wife, the one he was working for, he opened up her womb. And the other sister womb was no longer open after she had her children, so she started giving him her handmaid to have more children. You don't see that is a wicked battle that was going on? That was that. You all, if you think that that's something that's positive, I would like you tonight or tomorrow, get you some popcorn, get you some hot chocolate, get you some tea, sit down and read that. Read how that chaos was. You'll say, now, how is it that the flesh of men would inform people that is the spiritual mission of the righteous will of God, just because it's Jacob's? He don't rumble like that, because if he did, why did he let Jacob be tricked? Because men stick it wherever they want to feel it. That's it. They ain't looking for children. They ain't looking for compassion, care, nourishment, taken care of, so anything about the seed. It's because once that sin hit in, men lost their whole way. And this is why the men were never in the home. The father said it had nothing to do with woman. Because if men really knew in the spiritual realm, those were your talents and your seeds of life that Yah put in you, of his life. He trusts you to be in you. You flip into woman to incubator. But when she bring it forth, you train them up in the way they should go, which is righteous. Not one decide to do that. When I say not one, I'm not saying really like one. I'm just showing you how 99.9 did not do it. And this is what you see today. Chaos in the world. Okay? Now, if you sit here at John chapter 14 and verse 16, you will see that Yeshua is telling the disciples what is going to take place. He's saying this to Peter, the Lord. Yeah, he was saying this to his disciples. This here is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter. And you may abide, and he may abide with you forever. I want you to understand how I believe that the whole mission of the Son of Man was such a perfect, excellent one. Perfect. I liked how he gave all glory to the Father. I like how he gave all honor to the Father. He gave all worship to the Father. And you know what else he did? He made sure he gave all power to the Father. Yeshua was not down here like the men today. trying to you to see them to be your idol God. And they give you nothing, like Yeshua is saying here. He's sitting here leading you back to the Father, which is the Spirit of Yah, and saying he will give you a comforter. These men today, come on over here. I got virgins ready for you. I got wives. Come get it. I got land. I got food. I got crop. A lot of people don't understand their blessing is what they're receiving on this devil platform and where they're at. And you all thinking you doing something. You ain't doing nothing. You're supporting the darkness that sits in the darkness and call it light. You see? Satan's, how would it say, loves its own. The world loves its own. Satan loves his own. So that's why when people support people, they think they supporting something in the spirit of the spirit realm. No, you supporting that in the light. Because those who support those in the spirit realm, their blessing is in the kingdom, racking up. But those who support those on these devil platforms, who ain't giving you no spiritual food, giving you their personal opinion, their feelings, their emotions, their wisdom, their knowledge, and their understanding their flesh, you are born of the flesh as well. That's why it's easy for you to support it. Because you're matching with each other. You're balancing each other out. Here Yeshua is giving the disciples that which is spirit. Everything he's turning over to them has to do with the spirit realm. The Father, he's in the kingdom, he's spirit. The Comforter, that's spirit. And living with you forever, that's eternal heaven, spiritual. You don't see living forever down on this earth. You see it in the kingdom, where it is spirit. You see? Now watch this here. Then he go into verse 17. Watch this here. Even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him. But ye know him. He's talking to his disciples. For he dwelleth with you and shall be in you. Look how Yeshua, the Son of Man, broke that thing down to his disciples. So they'll look forward to a greater power, a greater authority. They'll look forward to he that is spirit. You see? Listen to what he's saying. Listen to what he's saying. Verse 17. The Gospel of John, chapter 14 and verse 17. Even the Spirit of truth. The Spirit of truth. Did not I tell y'all that's the Ruach? It is the Spirit of truth. There go Yeshua telling them that the Ruach of the Father is a spirit and it holds all truth. And this is why people didn't get what they thought they had. So he say, let them go. This need be. Because if they're the serpent seed, that's why where they at today. In the flesh realm of the bosom of the serpent seed. That's where they're going to be. They're going to reside there. Okay? Now listen to what he said. Whom the world cannot receive. Why can't the world receive? It's spirit, y'all. It's spirit. That's why the world can't receive it. And that's why they can't receive what I'm saying. That's why they can slither in onto the page and slither their bad tails out. You better get on out of here, or this heel of mine's going to crush you in the spiritual word of the Most High Yah. The word. Okay? So listen to what it says. And he said, because it seeth him not. Why? He's a spirit, you guys. The ways of the Father is spirit. Neither know him. Why they don't know him? Because it is spirit. But ye know him. Yes, I do. I've known him since I can remember 4 years old. For he dwelleth with you. So Yeshua is telling them that the Father, that this Comforter, which is Spirit and Truth, dwells in him right now, and you know him because I'm with you and shall be in you. So he's letting him know that this that's coming is going to be in you. It's going to dwell in you, y'all. And because 400, 1,000 years, 6,000, just thousands and hundreds of years, you still as more lost today, the year 2024, than you were yesterday. A lot of things I'm going to say tonight is going to put a lot of people to the ground because they've been standing up for a long time in this darkness, portrayed to be light. You guys, as the message I put out earlier, this thing is spirit and this thing is truth. And until you understand the spirit that comes to abide in us to teach us from that level, he will never call you to be on one accord with the sacred serpent seed. He will never call you to be united and in one unity, or on a form, or on a in a church. Nowhere that is not equal with his spirit. But the flesh of man is more comfortable with the flesh of man and the ways of the flesh of man, to where they won't settle for nothing outside of an idol God, which is flesh. And then the Father say, Deborah, but this need be. Yes, it need be. Because you already written it in and out in the spiritual realm that was, that is, and that shall be. Okay, so I was showing you that just to show you what Yeshua is saying. Everything he's saying, you guys, matches what I was saying earlier today as far as the spiritual. It's about the spiritual. You cannot take this paperback book and make it the spiritual. No, no, no. It's what he said that is spiritual. It's not what you're reading and everybody that you read it. Every story and every time someone say something, you're making it. All the wicked and all the evil, you're making it righteous, like they did Jacob's wife. Like they did Abraham with Hagar and Sarah. Like they did with David's wife. David's wife was given to their neighbors that sleep with them. His wives. They were turned over to the neighbors to sleep with them. This is where you all don't understand. They're not going to tell you the truth of the whole matter, because the spirit of truth does not rest therein. Okay, so let's go to John, the Gospel of John. Let's go to chapter 4. In the Gospel of John, chapter 4, and verse 24. In the Gospel of John, chapter 4, verse 24. The Gospel of John, chapter 4, verse 24, and it reads, Yah is a spirit. You see? You see? Once I got off of the live video today, I had this real heavy feeling that you got to keep running in the race. You already got the victory. You just got to stay in the race, because the lane was created for you to continue to run it. Because the heaviness was coming from the feeling of knowing how narrow the way truly is to what is righteous, what is life. It is really as narrow. And the ideal of also of understanding what has to take place. What need be, said the Father. We think we see something because of every time somebody say something. There is a nation of people called Judah that they will crawl in and crawl out of something. They don't know how to just let stuff go and move on, or bring it into the light, reveal it for what it is, and pull out. No, because they yearn for trash. They make trash and chaos their resting place. Okay, so in the Gospel of John, chapter 4 and verse 24, and it reads, Yah is a spirit. So why are we wanting the spirit of the Creator to be caught up in the lust of our flesh? Why would the Creator be a spirit but create something, a flesh for another flesh? If we can't worship him in that flesh, why is he creating flesh for flesh? Why is he creating a woman to be submissive under a man? Why is he creating a man to rule over a woman? Why? Why is he creating women to be like cattle from Genesis all the way up? That's what they were doing in the book of Genesis, chapter 6. They were prostituting and selling, whoring off their daughters. Oh no, they ain't gonna tell y'all that. The first verse tell the whole story, the Father say. The first verse tell you the whole story of it in the spirit realm. That's why they wants to make you think the sons of Yah. Now, the sons of Yah are those who came down here to be a mission, to represent Yah. They got off the path because what they saw, the flesh of man, which is the serpent seed doing. And y'all missed it. They added giants, they added fallen angels. See, these things are added into you. You don't see it saying that, but you find other books that's telling you, and you make wrong right and right wrong to where people never see spirit and truth. And that's where they're at today. They never saw it. And it's a good thing, because it wasn't meant for them to see even what I'm saying. It's not meant for you all to really understand it or see it. I'm just still in the race. I got to still be about my Father's business. Okay? So in the Gospel of John, chapter 4 and verse 24, Yah is a spirit, and they that worship him must. Wait a minute, Yeshua. Wait a minute, Yeshua. Can you go up a notch? Yes. Let's go up a notch. The Gospel of John, chapter 4, verse 23. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers, the what? The true ones. The true ones. The true ones. Worship shall worship the Father in spirit. Why are these people worshiping man, an idol, Yah? Why are we doing all the things that connect the flesh to be submissive to the flesh, to be under the foot of the flesh of a man, to be under the rulership, the control, and the manipulation, to be under the cruelty and the hate of the flesh of man? And the Father saying to Yah, you're lost with the cause and without it. For I am spirit and I am truth. I would never have set that up in that righteous will of who I stand for. That is the terror that has sown into the wheat. And you all miss it every time. Because you rather believe the lie is more created for you than the truth. That's a known fact. That's why the truth is not easy accepted, nor is it accepted. It's because the lie was meant for you and not the truth. Now, here in the Gospel of John, chapter 4 and verse 23, but the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshiper shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. So Sister Deborah been singing that to you all, and you all, it's like a brick wall, he says. Deborah, they like a brick wall. They're not going to line up in the spirit realm. They would hate you before they would agree with you. They would dislike you before they support you. Because when you are the flesh seed of Satan, you are of the flesh. It says born. That's how you come here. You know how Yeshua said to Peter and them, he that dips into the same dish, the betrayer, it would have been better had not he be born. So Sister Deborah finna step into you real hard. You've been born. That means your destiny rests in two books. It ain't what you say your name is at. It's how you live it, your mindset, your heart dictate which seed you are. You hear so many people say, "When I don't know what he called me to do, I don't know what he want me to do, I don't know what I should be doing." You shouldn't be doing nothing if you're nothing in him. How about that? How about that? If you're nothing in him, stay right where you are. Hold up and just be you. Because you're nothing to him, but you're something to yourself, your flesh. Okay, so as we go into John, the Gospel of John, chapter 4 and verse 23, there it is again, all this spirit. All this spirit trying to get the people to see the twos. And only one they can see is the flesh and not the spirit. So he says in verse 23, the Gospel of John, chapter 4, verse 23, but the hour cometh, and the hour is when the true worshiper shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such. The Father seeketh such. Y'all go on to your circus. Get you some tickets. I'm sure they're going to be selling a lot in the year of 2024. You make sure you get you some tickets, some likes, some subscribers in. Make sure you get to the circus because they're going to be clowning. Everywhere you go, they're going to be clowning. I think the biggest, to me, and I'm waiting for it, the biggest thing that's going to make me happy is when they shut this thing down. They're going to shut this bad boy down, and all those people that's been creating on this devil platform to please the devil and not give spirit and truth. I can't wait. That day is coming, and it will be revealed. It's going to tell you who's who and what's what. And already it's going to start with them, what is it when they no longer pay them? They already start doing it. I even on this page that I'm on, let me explain to y'all. I can be on live and I can have, say, 100 people on live. When I get off and key it in, it shows 15. I can have 15, let's say 8 likes, thumbs up. But when I get off to reboot it up on the live, to get off to end the live, I might have 2. I'm just saying, you think that bothers me? I'm the spirit realm, baby. I'm not the flesh. I'm not caught up and down with YouTube. I know YouTube is the serpent, the seed of the serpent organization. And everybody that follow them trying to keep their criteria, they are of the serpent seed too. You go, okay? So, all up in John chapter 4 and verse 23, he's saying, and those, for the Father seeketh such to worship him. Yeshua is not saying him. He's letting you know the spiritual Father. He's a spirit, you guys. The Creator is a spirit. And he seeketh those who worship him in that order. You think he gets a rest behind because you got a pastor that you didn't idol to a God? And this pastor ain't teaching no spirit and truth, but teaching you his flesh. And you all for it. That's because you are born of the flesh and not of the spirit. And then he hits on verse 25. Yah is a spirit. I'm like saying that. See how beautiful Yeshua did that? The Son of Man. He broke that thing down in the flesh. Now, if he did it so we too, that walks in the spirit, would know that we can do this too. I was in the flesh, teaching you the route to the spirit and how the spirit is over any and all things. Oh no, y'all don't want to go there. Y'all don't want to go there because you ain't never been. Okay, so in the Gospel of John, chapter 4 and verse 24, he says, Yah is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and truth. And then in 23, he says, and the Father seeketh such to worship him in spirit and truth. So when you hear me saying this, you're really thinking, oh, this woman just said that. She always said that. Oh, she just said so. That just shows you what side you came down from the heaven in and to join. You joined the serpent's seed. That's why you don't know nothing spirit and truth. Me teaching spirit and truth is not saying you have spirit and truth. Baby. This thing is deeper. This is not because you say you have it. It's what you have. It's not what you trying to get from somebody else. Okay? So when you go back, now let's go to the Gospel of John, chapter 16. In the Gospel of John, chapter 16, now what are we talking about? The Spirit of Yah, Yah, the Spirit. Appreciating every word that's coming out of Yeshua, the Son of Man. Showing you it can be done in the flesh. You can worship a spiritual creator in the flesh. That's his example to us. Yeshua, the Son of Man. And the Son of Yah came down to assist the Son of Man in completing the mission. But the Son of Man is teaching us the connection to a spiritual Yah. And we missed it all that time. Sweet. All the way up into the year 2024. And guess what? The Father wants me to let you know. It's over. Okay? So the Gospel of John, chapter 16 and verse 13. The point where it's over is like the 10 virgins. The trumpet been blown. The wheat has been separated from the tare. The seals have been marked on what is Yah's servant. Y'all can go around here and get all the tickets you're going to get to join the circus. Because that's the only thing going to make you feel good in this day and time. Okay? The Gospel of John, chapter 16 and verse 13. And it reads, 16 and verse 13. Howbeit, when the Spirit of truth is come, he will guide you into all truth. Wait a minute. Why is the Son of Man, born of a woman, flesh, teaching us how to connect to the Creator, which is Spirit? Why is he's doing all of this? Because Deborah, I son my servant. This make me feel so good tonight. I'm going to really, really bow down and thank the Most High Yah. Because this makes me really feel good that Yeshua, the Son of Man, has broke this thing down way before I was on the scene. That's to let me know. See, Deborah, they didn't believe him then, and they ain't going to believe you now. Hello. The Gospel of John, chapter 16 and verse 13. Howbeit, when the Spirit of truth is come, he would guide you into all truth. Now, here is the Son of Man, born of a woman in the flesh, trying to let y'all know the Spirit of truth. All right. Every word that come out of a loud-mouthed man and woman. He is not telling you the flesh of a pastor, the flesh of a bishop, the flesh of the priest, the flesh of apostles, the flesh of a prophet or a prophetess. He's not saying the flesh of a seer or the flesh of a watchman, a minister. No, he's letting you know. Spirit and truth. It is spirit. Everything we done wrapped into a flesh realm. And 100 times 100 reject the spirit and the power that backs it up and backs it down. We are born, not we, you all are born of the flesh. This is why you can't see it. He said you can't see it if you're not of the spirit. Okay, so here in the Gospel of John, chapter 16, verse 13, howbeit when the Spirit of truth is come, he will guide you into all truth. So what's wrong with me saying when I was 4 years old, he been leading me all this time? I have the Spirit of truth. He's been with me since I was 4. That's my leading. So why is he's going to lead me? Why is it that, now listen to what he said in verse 13. And he will guide you into all, not some, into all truth. So what does it look like me as a female, appointed and anointed as a servant of the Most High Yah, in the purpose of a prophet for the house, the tribe of Judah? What do it look like letting the flesh of a pastor lead me? What does it look like for him to lead me? What do he look like trying to lead me? What do that look like? When he that shall come is spirit and truth, and he shall guide you into all truth. Where does it tell you the flesh of a pastor, the flesh of a Maureen, or a flesh of a seer, or a flesh of a watchman, or a flesh of an apostle, a flesh of a priest? Yeshua sitting here telling y'all, and you still didn't get it. And even to today, it's still gonna go over your head. Because they can pull up a scripture, how can you hear without a pastor? Baby, do you understand what he's saying? You still skipping the spiritual realm to jump into a fleshly pastor realm. Let that pastor be your God. Because that's what you make. People are making all these flesh gods. The number one thing on the face of the earth that the Father has always had problems since the beginning. And that is man not wanting him to be their God, but wanting the flesh of man and stone and wood. Today, it's not so much as stone and wood. The idol gods today is the flesh of man. Okay? So, as it continue in the Gospel of John, chapter 16 and verse 13, and it continue, but whosoever he shall hear, that shall he speak, and he will show you all. No, he will show you things to come. Who is this? Spirit and truth. So you see how I tell y'all, they're not teaching y'all spirit and truth. You notice that nobody come over on Sister Deborah page bothering her? Because they also have something in them that knows. Somebody speaking in spirit and truth, what would be the sense? I'm flesh. Yeah, you got 1 million subscribers and 1 million likes, but you also sold out to a check from the devil. That you will not speak spirit and truth. And as long people don't even understand the reason why these people survive, not because they speak in spirit and truth, not because the spirit of the Most High leading them and guiding them, it's because they sold out from the inside out. And they have no idea that they have done so. Because the glory is coming from their likes, their subscribers, and their praise, and people making them think that they are all that and some. They are somebody to be worshipped. And they love it without giving the Father no glory, no honor. But the Father is not due honor. The Father is not due glory. The Father is not due praise, not on YouTube, not on this devil platform, from those that serve the Satan's seed. Only he that is of spirit and truth. Okay? So, this is the reason why you don't see the Father being glorified on these pages. He ain't going to. You think he waiting for it? No, it is written who's who and what's what. Now, let's get to John, the Gospel of John, chapter 15 and verse 26. So here we are in the Gospel of John, chapter 15 and 26, and it reads, "But when the Comforter is come, whom I will send unto you from the Father, even the Spirit of truth, which proceed from the Father, he shall testify of me." Spirit and truth shall testify of the Son of Man. And it's coming, spirit and truth, from the Father. So I've been on here a good year stressing spirit and truth. And I got no support, none whatsoever. And I think I kind of like it because it also takes me back to Genesis 3 and 15. It takes me forward to Revelation chapter 7. We are so in wheat and the tare. He tells me I took the wheat out of the tare already. I already separated. So people really don't understand. You can't shake Sister Deborah, make Sister Deborah, move Sister Deborah in any shape, form, or fashion. Sister Deborah was set here. And anybody that did support in a way where their heart was right. The Father said he ain't talking about your support to try to control nobody. Your support to make you feel, oh, I'm in there with this individual. Or your support to try to get you to move in on Sister Deborah or to get on her good side. Because it totally identified everyone. Who's who and what's what in the due season in which the Father have sent. It identified it. So that's when the Father come telling me, you've been talking to the brick wall. And I'm like, but you told me that years ago. I thought it. No. That was a parable that I wanted you to use in the spiritual realm. You are talking to brick walls. So that's why they're not laying treasures in the heavens. That's why they're not giving the prophetess their drink. It's because they are brick walls. So it feels good when the Father is constantly showing me that Yeshua walked the same walk. He spoke the same thing. You see? So it makes me feel good that, hey, I'm teaching this spirit and truth, trying to get them to understand this is it, y'all. Here it is, y'all. It's what y'all say, his spirit. But he say, you talking to the brick wall. But because I created you a lane, stay in the lane. That means don't come out of the lane of spirit and truth, Deborah. Let the brick wall remain. Run ahead of it and keep going. And as you keep going, you're going to look behind. And all those that followed and tried to be a part of who you were and who you is, you'll see that they were not who they portrayed to be. Praise the Most High God. Thank you, Father God. Ooh, the Father got a way of, Romans chapter 8. When we go to Romans chapter 8, in Romans chapter 8 and verse 14, Romans chapter 8 and verse 14 through 16. For as many as are led by the Spirit of Yah. Who is the Spirit of Yah? Spirit and truth. Praise the mighty Yah. They are the sons of Yah. So how is it in Genesis chapter 3, chapter 6, Genesis chapter 6, when he prepared to end the world, why are they calling the sons of Yah fallen angels? Because they are Satan's seed. They can teach and preach anything they want to the other Satan seed. And that's why y'all getting exactly what they have fed you all out of their flesh understanding. He said giants didn't have nothing to do with it, Deborah. The sons of Yah didn't have nothing to do with it outside. They had a mission because they were my sons. And they got caught up with the flesh of men. Just like in the garden. Men got away with saying it was woman. Here it is ending. They're getting away with it again, saying the world end because the giants and the fallen angels. He said they've been doing it since the beginning of time. And I just thank him for orchestrating everything before the foundation of the world. Because this way ain't nobody liable but the right hand of who he is. His spirit is the one orchestrated all of this. This is his will. It is not his will that a woman is created for a man and man not for a woman. That's man words, and you all should have figured that out. But the men can't figure it out because it feels good to their flesh. A woman should be silent. It feels good to their flesh. Why? It's because they are the serpent seed. They like the things of the flesh to wobble in. Okay, so in Romans chapter 8, verse 14, it reads, "For as many are led by the Spirit of Yah, which is spirit and truth, they are the sons of Yah." We were the sons of Yah before we came here, y'all. So that's why I say you just down here clowning. You're not even the sons of Yah. You're just out here clowning. Verse 15, "For ye have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear, but ye have received the spirit of adoption." Now, notice he's constantly saying, I want you to see the difference in the two spirits in verse 15. Romans 8, chapter 8, verse 15, "For ye have not received the spirit." How did we get that spirit? Through the breath of life. We received a spirit of bondage. Again, to fear. But ye have received, see that capital spirit? You see it? You see that? You see the capital spirit? At first, it says the lowercase spirit. But it turns and it says, "But ye have received the spirit of adoption." That's the spirit of the Most High Yah. Come to adopt you back. Because your spirit had gotten out of whack. And he come to bring you back. Okay? Whereby we cry, Abba, Abba, Father. Those are those who are in the spirit, not those who are in the flesh. They wouldn't understand this. Now go to verse 16. "The spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit." There we go again. We know that everybody have a spirit because the breath of life that was blown into us a spirit, which is an image of Yah. It blew into us a spirit, which is an image like unto Yah. It wasn't Yah's spirit. It was just an image like unto. So when you get here in Romans chapter 8 and you see 14 and 15, you see the two different spirits, the spirit of Sister Deborah and the spirit of the Father. Now, when you get to verse 16, it says, "The spirit of the Father itself bear witness with Sister Deborah's spirit." Okay? That we are the children of Yah. You are not the children, baby. You see? Who bear witness? The spirit itself bear witness with our spirit. So see how we run around here talking about who the Most High, the Creator's name, what name is called him, how to call him this, how to follow Torah, oh Yah this and Yah that, and teaching Greek and Hebrew. You don't need all that, y'all. Why? He's giving you an example in Romans chapter 8 and verse 16. The Spirit itself. They lied to you. They lied to you. And you lied to yourself. The Spirit itself beareth witness to our spirit. Spirit and truth. The Spirit of Yah is a witness to my spirit who I am in him. Y'all can sit down somewhere. Stop all this clowning. So that we are the children of Yah through the Spirit does the Father bear the witness of our spirit. Not the name that you call him. Trying to get the name, not the head wrap you got on your head. Not the fringes you wear. The wood and the stone you wear around your neck, which he asked you not to get involved in because none of it can worship him. But we put his name anywhere we want to. And then we got nerve to say something about the Christians and the Catholics. Not the Catholics, but the Christians. Our ways are way beyond. I'm telling you the truth. We as a people talk all the time to bring the Christian low. The Father want me to let you know he don't like your ugly mouth bothering with someone else. You need to find out who you are. Who are you as a nation of ugly people? And you've been told. Okay? So now we finna go into, we got 3 more and I'm almost done. 1 John. Let's go into 1 John. We're going to hold up into 1 John. In 1 John is a lot of really good information. In the 1 John chapter 4, verse 3. Let's see. John chapter 4, 1 John chapter 4. Okay. In the gospel, not the gospel. 1 John chapter 4. Let's start with verse 1. In 1 John chapter 4, beloved, believe not every spirit. You see what I'm saying? Why is it said don't believe the spirit? What about the flesh? What about this flesh? Watch this. But try the spirit whether they are of Yah. Why are we dealing with the spirit and not the flesh? Because what is before us? When you see me, you see my flesh. You don't see my spirit. So why is it in 1 John chapter 4, verse 1, beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirit whether they are of Yah. Because it's 2 spirits that's roaming around here. One that's born of the flesh and one that's born of the spirit. 2 seeds roaming around here. One is of the spirit and one that's of the serpent seed, which is detached to the flesh. So what is he saying? Go for the spirit, Deborah. So a lot of you all, the 5 years I've been on here, you never knew that even the words that you speak let me know what your spirit is really about. And I try to explain that to many people. My family is learning it, but it don't matter. It's over. I can sit and observe you. I can hear your words and be able to discern which spirit you represent. That's why I speak so bold. That's why I talk about the brick wall. I know who you are. Even when you trying to deny that you ain't. It don't matter. And it don't matter that I know who you are. It's just a tool that the Father has given those who are the children of Yah, the servants of Yah. and worship him in spirit and truth. Try that spirit. And this is what it says. The First John chapter 4, verse 1. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirit whether they are of Yah. Who go around trying the spirit outside of those who have the gift to try the spirit by the spirit? Going back to telling y'all, this thing is spirit. Y'all running around here clowning. Because, listen to this, because many false prophets are gone out into the world. When you see false prophets, I, a living prophet of the Most High Yah, can truly say there is a lot of false prophets. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'm glad. I am glad that there is a lot of false prophets. It says here, because many false prophets are going out into the world. So should Deborah say, oh man, no, I salute that bad boy. I salute it because I'm a living prophet, a servant of the Most High Yah, and I see it everywhere I go. All on YouTube, Instagram, Patriot, Twitter, Facebook. False prophet left, false prophet right, false prophet up, and false prophet down. All over the place. Everywhere you turn, that's all you hear. But what did he say? Try that bad boy by the Spirit, Deborah. When you listen to him, try them by the Spirit. See, you all are thinking that, oh, Sister Deborah, you don't know us. You ain't never seen me. I never met you. You can't. Yes, you can, baby. It's the Spirit. See, that's what people don't understand. It's not what you see and believe. It's what you do not see, but yet believe. And that's the spiritual realm of understanding, which the Spirit of truth give you. And it says, because many of false prophets are gone out into the world, 100. Because they gone to work for Satan to fulfill the will of the Father. For it is prophesied that many false prophets shall rise. So I salute the will. Have said it, I believe it. I got to keep going in my lane. Okay? And verse 2. Hereby know ye that the Spirit of Yah, the Spirit of truth. Hereby know ye the Spirit of truth. So Sister Deborah been teaching that thing for a little over a year. And what happened? Every spirit that confessed that Yeshua HaMashiach is come in the flesh is Yah. Now listen to what this says. Hereby ye know ye spirit, ye the Spirit of Yah. Every spirit that confesseth that Yeshua HaMashiach is come in the flesh is of Yah. Guess what? Confessing it is one thing, but knowing what it's saying is another. The only way you understand that is through the Spirit. And that's why it said in verse 2. 1 John chapter 4 and verse 2. Hereby know ye spirit and truth. He ain't telling you to have your tail out here serving an idol man, an idol God, because he your pastor. Because everybody then called themselves all these positions, and now one of them own up that they are not in the body of Hamashiach. They won't even talk about it. They made their own body. That's why they the head. They done made their own body. That's why they the head. Because they didn't want to fall under the head of Hamashiach. So they fell under the head of themselves. And their husbands, the wives, everybody support these men in a way that does not represent spirit and truth. That's why they can't teach it. That's why they can't preach it. Okay, so when you get to verse 2, it says, hereby ye the Spirit of Yah. Hereby know ye the Spirit of truth. Every spirit that confess that Yeshua HaMashiach is come in the flesh is of Yah. No, if they are by spirit and truth. I told y'all that spirit and truth is deep. You just can't wrap your tail up on somebody or anybody. You can't sit here and deceive because you didn't deceive a million people. Don't mean you're gonna deceive me. I'm of spirit and truth, and confessing that Yeshua HaMashiach is come in flesh is of Yah. First and foremost, it's letting you know, hereby know spirit and truth. So you'll know if somebody confess that they are, that Yeshua HaMashiach is come in the flesh is of Yah. But what did it say? No spirit and truth. He tell you to know. I noticed we sitting here talking about spirit and truth. Now time it didn't say the biblical word or these words or the Bible. It didn't tell you nothing about this. It's telling you about spirit and truth, who holds the truth of the whole matter of what is, what was, and what shall be. And we running our tails around here listening to these people clowning to get likes and subscribers and praise on this devil platform. So verse 3 says, and every spirit that confess not that Yeshua HaMashiach is come in the flesh is not of Yah. Everyone that confess, every spirit that confess that Yeshua HaMashiach is come in the flesh is not Yah. If you confess that it's no such thing as Yeshua HaMashiach, you are not Yah. Okay? And those that confess that HaMashiach has come into the world, Yeshua HaMashiach has come into the world, guess what? He said, know them by spirit and truth. Praise the mighty Yah. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Let me see in verse 3. We in 1 John chapter 4 and verse 3. And every spirit that confess not that Yeshua HaMashiach is come in the flesh is not of Yah. That means they confessing it. And this is that spirit of Antichrist, whereof ye have heard that it shall come. And even now already it is in the world. Now, and the next verse is, okay, drop down to verse 6. Drop down to verse 6. 1 John chapter 4 and verse 6. We are of Yah. He that knoweth Yah heareth us. That's what he was telling me. The Father was getting me to understand that just because you teach it, and they on here every time you on here, talking that they know spirit and truth, and they got it, don't believe that. Don't you believe that? Now listen to verse 6. We are of Yah. He that knoweth Yah heareth us. Heareth us. Who is us? Those that come here to teach spirit and truth, the servants of the Most High Yah. He that is not of Yah heareth not us. Hereby know we are what? The spirit and truth. Let's go in verse 6. It says, hereby know we the spirit and truth, and the spirit of error. Know by we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error. That's deep. That is deep. Know that. We cannot think that people are supposed to level and balance out with us. We are the spirit of Yah. We are those that he sent out to represent spirit and truth, the spirit of who Yah is. We're supposed to be hated, disliked. We're supposed to be seen at a way that the heart of man has a hate, an envy, a jealous within themselves toward us. This need be. It was back in the day, and it's the same way today. Okay? So now let's go to the last verse. 1 John 5 and verse 6. In First John 5 and verse 6, it reads, "This is he that came by water and blood, even Yeshua HaMashiach." See how it says, even Yeshua HaMashiach. Not by water only, but by water and blood. And it is the Spirit that beareth witness, because the Spirit is truth. The Spirit is truth. That's what Sister Deborah been saying. And it's not important that you get it. It's not important that you get it. Because heaven got everybody marked who understands spirit and truth, who teaches, who preaches spirit and truth, who give people understanding spirit and truth. And the light in your hand, that's just an extra socket. You see? So I, Sister Deborah, hope that you got something out of it. Is to teach you a little bit about what I was speaking about earlier about the spirit versus the Bible. Now, let me explain something to you all. I just gave you a awesome study. Not nan time did you see the Bible being said to be spirit and truth. Spirit and truth is the word of Yah. It is not the words. So even this is where I explain to you in this book here of instructions and direction. Only one can come in here and teach you how to rightly divide it is spirit and truth, which is the spirit of the Father in heaven. He comes to bring that and teach you it all. But when we put this trust in the flesh of man, that he is the spirit and truth, and not the Father, the creator, then that's what he let. Okay, you already the serpent seed. Go on. Go follow him. That's what you need. And that's why you still lost today without a cause. And cause is lost with you. So it don't matter. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. But I thank the Father the opportunity to be able to come onto the devil platform still yet and give another message that lean people more so to him who is spirit and truth. You see, to understand this thing didn't start with flesh, and it ain't gonna end with flesh. This thing gonna still end in the kingdom regarding spirit and truth. And that's what people are so ignorant, they don't even understand. Everything that you seen here, it don't end here. It end right back to glory in the spirit realm of the Most High Yah. You see? So why are we on here clowning on this devil platform, making it about the wars and about, it's nothing wrong with talking about the wars and things that's going on in the world, but you got to put that in the right perspective. You got to make sure you're not doing these things in the name of $1 so you can get subscribers and likes. And 99 point trillion, that's what they're doing it for. And there's nothing wrong with making money, but when you trying to use him as a shield, I think that's wrong. Go on, serve the world, and leave y'all alone. You see? So many are so busy and worried about the Christians, they don't even see the Christian in them and them in the Christians. Christian didn't leave out of you. You was the Christian ways anyway. That's why you can't see spirit and truth, which is the ways of a spiritual creator. You can only see the things that will give you likes and subscribers so you can get uplifted, pride-minded, boasted, and ego on these devil platforms so that you can be liked. I don't want not one to like me. Because your light ain't going to bring me closer to where I'm already at. And that is in spirit and truth. Shalom and shalom.